Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's September 30th, which means Christie's auction is tomorrow. So I feel like that's what we should base today's episode around. First thing that we should talk about is straight into the NFTs. You've got a couple of big collections that are going up on the block, on the chopping block here, on the bidding block rather, to be bid on. I believe bidding starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. You've got a full set of Curio cards. That's a full set of 30 plus 17B, the misprint, as well as the full sets of 1, 2, and 3 through 31 projects for Art Blocks Curated. You can see Curio Cards was established in 2017, Art Blocks established in 2020. A couple of cool projects that kind of define art on the blockchain and that have sat well, obviously, with the space, with the industry. So it's going to be really cool to see how it goes. Art Blocks, they don't give a price until you request one or an estimate of what it'll go for, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. For those of you who don't know much about Art Blocks, established in 2020, these are programmatically created pieces of art done with coding. Pretty cool, different artists, similar to a Curio in that it's a set, but each one is unique and done just differently in the way that it's created on the program side. So pretty cool on that. Anybody that has additional details on Art Blocks wants to teach, give me some information on that, and others feel free to comment. I haven't dug a whole lot into Art Blocks. I know they have a lot of drops. It happens very frequently, and there's some cool things for sure that I see here. They're always up pretty high in the OpenSea settings, so obviously a lot of people love it. It hasn't been one that I've spent a lot of my time around. The one that I've spent most of my time around is Curio cards. I know I've talked about them a little bit on here. You can see their estimate for the full set is between 250 Ethereum and 350 Ethereum. We'll see what happens there. I would honestly say that this pricing is pretty fair if it hits that estimate, because I've seen one of the more rare ones go for 250 alone. So getting the whole set in that range would be a steal for sure. Too bad I can't bid on that. Don't quite have that much ETH, but soon. We'll keep building. But yeah, you see the full set of cards here. Apple through Eclipse with 17B, the misprint. Like I've talked about before, there's the first 10 are a story in and of itself by one artist. You can kind of see the ones that go together. You have these three here that go together, and then here. And then you've got the dog set 17, 18, 19 with 17B, the misprint, basically just doubly done, and shouldn't have been. Therefore, it got wrapped separately. There's only supposed to be 500 of these. There's also 500 of these. You've got this guy here, Mad Bitcoins. You've got these three handsome fellas here. Then another set of three from another artist. You've got blue, pink, yellow, and then you've got one solo here, the Eclipse, which is an animated. These two are animated. 23 is just a single animation of the Barbarian, I believe is his name, winking. And then you have Eclipse, which is a full animation. So pretty cool things going on here. OG, old school, first art on Ethereum or on blockchain that's known. There are other projects that came before them. They're just not art related. They're game related or something along those lines. So it's going to be cool to see how it goes. I would, since I give my 2 cents on things on here, I highly recommend grabbing them. I think they're super undervalued. Curios are so undervalued. And I mean, that's easy for me to say as I'm a holder. And I'm also pretty deep into it. The market obviously has kept it around this point, but I still feel that there's room, and as history reflects and more art projects come out rather than profile picture projects, Curio is going to age beautifully, I think, with time. Um, there's the 30 plus the 17B, and there's differing quantities of each one, which changes the scarcity. It also means that there's actually a lot of assets. It says there's 30 items. There's much more than that, obviously, because you're talking about 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, so on and so forth. Ones that have lower scarcity. Collecting the set is obviously going to be really difficult. Only so many people will be able to do that. I think there's 9 people that have a set. 9. Um, so that's kind of a cool thing. Would be a nice little collectible that to have. But man, the fact that you can ape in right now at 1 ETH on such an OG project to me is just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think every time I come on here, I buy another floor, another 1 ETH product. But yeah, getting in the book club for 1.03. You've got, man, I mean, just so much good stuff here. You've got the Eclipse that you can get. Right now it's listed at 3.5. Somebody nabbed one for 3.05. You've got Clay for 4.3. We make our way down. You've got the dogs here between, 4.4 for this one, 7, 10-ish. You've got a nice range going here. You have Apple, the first piece of art ever put onto the blockchain, here at 9. You've just got some cool things going. Check these out. Like, look at the complexity of these. And then you've got the Barbarian, the Bard. Yellow is kind of that kink. That's the one that's pretty rare, which is why it's gone for so much. The last one looks like went for 150. I've seen it go for more than that before, but you can see this is a pretty cool collection with a lot of things to like about it. No, they're not one of ones, but I think that most art isn't one of ones, and that still holds value. There's prints, there's so much art out there. As long as you have an original, which the blockchain proves it's an original, that's all that really matters. So highly recommend that. Between that, art blocks, like just exciting things going on here within the NFT industry, the NFT space as a whole. Pretty excited to see how it goes. I will definitely have to cover it again, probably tomorrow if we get any results. I'll try and hold off for that so we can see them and talk about them. I'll add some value though. Don't worry, we won't bore you out. I want to give projects that are worth it every single time. Also, I mentioned yesterday Project Outcast that drops tomorrow, so we can do a little beat on that and see how right we were, and go into a little depth about it. But that's it for projects. The only little bit of news I want to give, actually, you know what? Real quick, why don't we do this? I'd like to show you guys, on top of talking NFTs, obviously tomorrow. But as some of you probably know, and one thing I've covered here before is tomorrow you actually have VeeFriends, the NFT collection by Gary Vee. You have the original piece of art being auctioned as well. And you can see here you have Empathetic Elephant, you have Gratitude Gorilla, Diamond Hands Hen, You're Gonna Die Fly, Tremendous Tiger. They're up, no estimate being shown. I'm pretty sure they're starting at $0 and working their way up. So this, although it's not an NFT that's selling, pretty cool that it's the original. So imagine that, the original piece of art owned before it was digitized and put on the blockchain. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with it. I want to make you guys aware of it. We'll double back and check in on this as well. Another cool piece is Christie's is accepting Ethereum, or they're accepting Bitcoin as well. So a little more excitement in the space, major Christie's, major auction accepting crypto. It's awesome. So that's pretty cool. And then let's jump back real quick into the news. It goes right off of Mr. Vaynerchuk there. TikTok is aping into this space. Just another little piece of proof that NFTs are not going anywhere. They're not just a blip. They're not, It's sticking around. And Lil Nas X will be the first artist to drop an official TikTok NFT. He's just the first of the collection. There's others. Gary Vaynerchuk is one of them, that's going to be doing something as well. You can see there's a whole list of other creators that will be going on there. And I think it's obviously focused around TikTok's kind of most viewed artists and content creators. So that'll be exciting to see what happens with this. And again, just further proof that this space keeps growing and there's a lot more to come. And what you'll be able to do with this is going to be something else. But I just thought that was great information to share. Maybe it's something you want to ape into yourself, but check it out. I think October is going to be an exciting month for NFTs. They got a lot of things brewing. It looks like the first sale is October 6th for this one. So check it out. Maybe buy a Lil Nas X NFT. TikTok, Lil Nas X sounds like a pretty good, gonna go hand in hand, right? Like they're both pretty popular. So I think that's it for tonight. Appreciate you guys checking me out. Please like, subscribe, comment, and give me projects you want to shill, give me projects you want me to look into, give me feedback, say, Chase, you're talking too much about this, give me this. I want to give you guys value. I think I have value to share. I'm going to keep giving value in projects that you should be definitely looking into, possibly investing your own money into. I'll be sharing some of my actual experiences here in the coming days of some of those projects I've talked about and how that went, and show you the outcome. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys.